was slow to take up cooking. I will admit it. I was real, but canned beans were a staple. And then, honestly, like, I think somebody I was watching online was talking about a pressure cooker. And I'm like, I have a pressure cooker. I haven't used it in a while. And to me, that was a real, and I think I see the things you include with your beans that have, you have good tips. Like some people like baking soda, some people don't. Some people save the water, some people don't. But so I started doing the soak overnight with a baking soda, throw them in the pressure cooker, anywhere from 11 minutes to 14 minutes, depending on the size of the bean. And they're amazing. My questions are, how do you cook beans? And do you throw a lot in with your beans? Sometimes I do throw a lot of flavor in. Sometimes I don't because I'm like, oh, I think I might want this bean in a brownie, you know?
Right.
So what's your cooking process?
Well, I'm an infidel. I mean, I love doing it. So I used to be adamantly anti-pressure cooker just because I thought they didn't come out so well until I really started using it. It's like, it's great. And remember Deborah Madison, who wrote Vegetarian Cooking for Everybody? She told me,
Love that book.
classic. But she told me that what she does is she'll cook it unsoaked in the pressure cooker for 20 minutes, do the slow release, which usually takes between 15 and 20 minutes. And then she opens it up and then pours it for another 20 minutes. And because the problem with the pressure cooker is there's no evaporation, so the bean broth is a little bit dead compared
Yeah.
to slow cooking. And that way, still within the hour of even thinking of it, you've got beans. So that's her technique. I believe in making my life as difficult as possible in every sense. So I cook in clay pots that I usually, every culture has clay, like Persians, French, Mexicans, all over Latin America, they love cooking in clay. And you do need a gas stove or use it outside in the barbecue. And I usually, but in whatever I do, I tend to saute onion and garlic in olive oil, a bay leaf, the beans, and water. And even though I'm an omnivore, I really insist people do heirloom beans vegan the first time. There's really nothing that meat adds to it. And you're going to miss why you spent money on heirloom beans, I think. And that alone is just makes the perfect pot of beans. And you could do that in a Le Creuset or an enameled cast iron. You can do it pretty much the same thing in an instant pot or a pressure cooker. However you do it, I think that's a lot of people now are taking the Le Creuset, they saute the onion and garlic on stovetop, put all those things in, bring it to a hard boil, and then they stick it in a low oven for a couple of hours or however they want. And it's almost perfect. It's a kind of a pain to clean compared to the other ones, but it's
What
really
what is,
great.
what is a low oven in that case? Like
So like
250,
300, I'd say.
300. Okay.
Yeah, and just don't leave
Wow.
them. And I
And
think the former editor of the LA Times was Russ Parsons, and we always call it the Parsons method because he kind of perfected this after a couple times.